Instagram, writing a caption, putting out an email, putting out all these different types of content, but in the end, there are no sales. If this is you, make sure you stay till the end of this video, because in this video, I'm going to be teaching you the 4 revenue generating activities that you should be doing for your content marketing strategy to lead to a sale. Now, if you're as excited as I am, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when new videos go live. I am posting new videos about online marketing every single Thursday for your benefit. So if you are interested in something like that, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, and at the same time, like and share this video with a friend so that, you know, everyone can have the revenue generating activities in place. If you're putting in all these efforts to put out content on your social media, on your email marketing, on all the different platforms that you use for content marketing, but you're still not really seeing sales, then this video is exactly for you. You will learn what activities you need to start implementing or continue doing so that you can generate the sales in the long run. So if you feel like you're putting in all this effort to content creation and creating content for social media, email marketing, video marketing, and all these different platforms, but you're not really seeing sales, this video is exactly for you. So in this video, you're basically going to learn what are the activities that you need to start doing or continue doing to generate the leads and sales in your business. Now, I've proven this concept with several of my clients, and now I'm letting you in on the secret. So every single little thing that you do in your business in terms of anything, like it doesn't even have to be just marketing, but everything that you need to do needs to be leading somewhere for your business, and at the same time it needs to be leading your customer to the next step. So that means that your customer usually goes through a customer journey, and this customer journey is basically taking a person from point A to point B to point C to point D. And I talked about this a lot in all of my other videos, but in general, this journey is basically the customer doesn't know they have a problem. Point B would be you make them aware that they have a problem. Point C would be you try to give them tiny solutions to the problem, C, D, E, F, G, until you get to the point where you are selling to them the product or service you're selling. So that means what you're doing on social media, in your email marketing, in your video marketing, in everything that you do online and offline, it should be 100% strategic and moves the customer in this journey forward toward the sale. So if right now you're feeling like you don't know what to post and you're really just spending all this time creating content, posting, and there's not really a lot of generation of revenue, it's probably because of the strategy that you don't have in place. So let's get into the first point so that you can start implementing these steps. Answering the objection of your customer. When you answer the objection of your customer, you're basically answering and guiding them toward your sale. This is not manipulation. You are solving a problem for this specific customer, and the way that you can actually solve the problem fully through your online package or through your services or through your product is for them to buy the product. So if I'm going to guide the person from, you know, learning that they have a problem to, you know, trying to figure it out on their own, they're not going to be able to solve the problem entirely, and they're going to continue falling back in the same bad habits and having the same results every single time. So that means that I'm going to be proactive here and tackle the objections firsthand. So I'm going to give you an example. I provide online marketing coaching, and one objection that my ideal customer usually has is I don't have enough time. And what I would do is I would create content relating back to I don't have enough time. I would be talking about how you can use social media in a more time-effective way. Or, for example, they might say, oh, I don't want to feel salesy, I don't want to sell, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. So I create a video just like this video, which teaches you how to actually sell without actually selling. That even makes sense, but you guys get the point. You need to create content that fits the objections of your customer. Now, how do you actually figure out the objections? You need to talk to your ideal customer. And how do you talk to your ideal customer? You need to figure out the details about your ideal customer. And if you need help with that, there's a worksheet in the description box below. But once you know your ideal customer, once you know where they're hanging out, you can get them on a call, you can send them a survey, you can do so many different things to communicate with them so that you can actually figure out what the objections are. What is preventing this person from buying your service or product? What is making this person not take the step to go forward with you? What is making this person feel like you aren't the expert? What is making this person feel like they need more time to figure things out? Remember, objections are just a way for a customer to say, I need you to answer more questions. So the more we create content around the objections our customers have, the more we're going to be guiding them and coaching them to the sale and helping them out with their life. Now, the second type of content that helps with revenue generation is the limiting beliefs kind of content. And I realized this a little too late with my accounts, and I did not tackle limiting beliefs from the beginning in the start. That's why recently I actually introduced an IGTV series called Marketing Mindset, and you can check it out here. Go follow me on Instagram and see the Marketing Mindset IGTV series there. But it basically helps the person fix their mindset, overcome the limiting beliefs so that they can actually move forward in their business and get results. Because sometimes you might have all the steps, all the strategies, everything there, but you're not really implementing because you're afraid to implement. You are afraid to get on camera. You are afraid to sound salesy. You're afraid that you're going to do bad marketing or be like the bad marketer or whatever. So that is basically what I talk about in my IGTV series on Instagram. You can go check that out. My handle is @Socialize that. Go on and check that out after this video, because there are 2 more points here and a bonus tip for you as well. With these limiting beliefs, I create content to guide this person forward and make sure that they are overcoming this limiting belief so that they aren't stuck on their own and that they get to a point where I can actually help them. Now let's take a break. I want you to put in the comment section below if this information is new to you. Put the word new in capital letters, and if it's old, put the word old in capital letters, and we'll see if the next 2 points will actually help you out even further. Now this brings us to the third point, and this point is my favorite because I feel like I said that for all points. Okay. It generates a lot of engagement. And the reason why it generates a lot of engagement is because it has to do with misconceptions, myths, and controversial topics in your industry. So that naturally, it pushes people to be like, oh, that's a different way of thinking about it. Or yeah, you're so right, I didn't think of it like that. And that just generates a lot of engagement, which helps you a lot in the algorithm, and at the same time will build a relationship with your audience. At the same time, you need to pay attention that when you do these kinds of content, they do take a bit more time in terms of you have to come up with a topic that is controversial or a myth or a misconception. But when you do, you are established as an authority. So that means that your audience now trusts you and will come back to you when they have a question in the industry that you're in. And then the fourth tip is the mistakes. People want to see other people fail. I know. Yep, I said it. I know. Why? When you fail and when you actually say that you failed, it makes you more relatable. It makes you more human. And with that comes the factors of knowing you and liking you and trusting you even more, because you're telling them, hey, listen, I made this mistake. This is what happened. This is the outcome. This is how I fixed it. So they will trust you even more because now you're telling them your mistakes and you're telling them that you care about them and you want them to avoid these mistakes so that they can be able to move forward. Now, these 4 tips don't actually directly generate sales for you. The only way for you to generate sales and revenue in your business is to actually sell. So this is the bonus tip. You need to be selling from time to time, and it needs to be periodic. It needs to be like on schedule. You are selling, you're telling people, listen, I have this program, I have this service, I have this product, it does this, it does that, it's gonna transform your life in this way. And you need to be doing this often. You need to be doing this in your stories on Instagram, on your posts on Instagram, on your Facebook Lives, on your Facebook posts, on your Facebook groups, on your email marketing. In every place you are online, there should be a point in your content marketing strategy for each social media platform where you actually mention that you are selling something. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have had several clients that used to not sell. And when they sold, a lot of people reached out to them and were like, oh my God, you are selling something. I didn't even know. I thought you were just a blogger. I want to buy from you. And this is basically what you need to be doing. You need to be selling your product and service in your email list, in your social media efforts, and everything you do online. Guys, this selling point is really important because if you're creating content in the right way with the 4 topics that we just mentioned, you are going to prime your audience to be ready to buy from you. And if you don't sell and you don't mention that you're selling something, they are now aware that they have a problem. They're gonna go solve it. If you don't sell, they're gonna find someone else who is selling and they're gonna buy that product from them. Now, at the same time, this doesn't mean that you should be selling in every single post. I see this a lot with small businesses that just start out with social media and they just hire a random social media manager and they're like, buy this, 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 and no one buys because you're not adding value to anyone's life. You're not seeing the transformation. You're not showing the person the transformation. And you're just saying, listen, this is the product, this is how much it costs, come buy from me. It doesn't work as effectively as building value, building trust, building relationships with your audience, because this is the long-term plan that you should be going for. And then I lied, there's another bonus tip, which is this is a continuous improvement action. You start off by doing each 4 and you need to go back and check, is this effective? Are people engaging? Are people reaching out? How are these people reaching out to me? Do I ask these people, how did they find out about the offer? Do I ask these people, what is the thing that made you say, I need to work with this person? Now you know what you should be doing to get started with your content creation and content marketing strategy, but you're probably wondering, okay, but like, where am I supposed to be doing each kind of content? How am I supposed to be setting up? What is the frequency of posting? Am I supposed to be on YouTube? Am I supposed to be on Instagram? Where am I supposed to be? Where? Just tell me where. I'm gonna tell you in the online marketing workbook in the description box below. Make sure you pick it up so that you can actually learn how you can find out all the answers to these different questions. Now, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because in next week's video, I'm going to be talking about the marketing foundations that you need to have in your business so that your marketing efforts won't go to waste. Make sure you subscribe, guys, okay? Like and comment, and don't forget, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. On Instagram, I have the IGTV series for the marketing mindset. And at the same time, if you want to send me an email, talk to me directly one-on-one, ask me about the programs, ask me about whatever questions you have, send them in the email in the description box below. I'll see you in next week's video. Bye, guys.